Good morning. Today we will see the design of lab program 2B of Design and Analysis of Algorithms Laboratory. The main aim of the program is now to create a Java class called customer to store the name and the date of birth. The date of birth should be read in a format dd/mm/yyyy. The main task of this program is basically to read the customer data in the following format and then display the date of birth using the string tokenizer class, considering the delimiter character as slash. That is, when I execute the program, I should be able to read the customer name and the date of birth in the format and then display the customer details such that we break the date of birth into three entities, that is dd, mm and yy separately. That means to say I'll have to retrieve the dd, the date, month and the year separately from the date of birth and display it. And extracting the date, month and the year from the date of birth is to be done by using a class called as a string tokenizer class. So before we go to the program, how it has been written and designed, we'll first look into some of the aspects of string tokenizer class. The string tokenizer class in Java is basically used to break a string into tokens. For example, my string is say hello geeks, how are you? So if I pass this string to the class so called as a string tokenizer class, this string tokenizer class will break that into tokens. Tokens are nothing but the substring of the string. It's a substring of the string. You can see here now hello. Hello is what? Substring of hello geeks, how are you? How? It's also a substring of the same string. R is also a substring of the same string. So it is just substring of the main string in such a way that those substrings are obtained based on the delimiters. So what are the delimiters that are now considered in order to break this string into tokens is nothing but a space here. Can you see here? So the hello, after hello, hello is one of the token. That means to say I consider the delimiter here is as a space. Geeks is one of the token. Next, how are you? So the string tokenizer, the task of the string tokenizer class in Java is basically to break the given string into tokens based on certain delimiter. So the delimiter here can be a space or a new line or a colon or any special symbol such as a slash or a semicolon or a full stop, anything, any special symbol can act as a delimiter in order to break the string into tokens. The job of breaking the string into tokens is taken up by a special class in Java called as string tokenizer class. So to deal with the string tokenizer class, so we need to note certain information here. So as I said, a token is nothing but is returned by taking a substring of the string that was used to create the string tokenizer object. So when I pass this string to the string tokenizer class, it will now create a string tokenizer object which will contain these tokens which are broken based on some delimiters. And also the string tokenizer object internally will also maintain one pointer which we call as a current position within the string to be tokenized. So there are some operations wherein the advances this current position past the characters process. So we'll just see how exactly I can create the tokens using the string tokenizer class and then extract the tokens and display the same. So there are two constructors which I'm just speaking to you about. The first constructor of string tokenizer class is string tokenizer taking a single argument string str. So what is this str? So str is a string which is to be tokenized, and here the default delimiters will be considered like new line, space, tab, carriage return and form field. These are the default delimiters which will be considered for this constructor. Next constructor which I am dealing here is, which takes two arguments. One is str, the other is the delim. That means to say str is the string that has to be tokenized, and based on what? Based on the delimiters which will be given as your second argument. So delim is a set of delimiters that are used to tokenize the given string. So the task of the string tokenizer constructor is basically is to take the string based on the delimiter, break that into tokens. We also have certain methods of the string tokenizer class, which are helpful in dealing with the program. So first method here is has more tokens. So the method java.util.string tokenizer has more tokens, plays a very important role in testing. If tokens are present for the string tokenizer object or the string, the syntax goes like this. It returns a boolean value, has more tokens. So this is returning a boolean value. It's very simple. It returns true if and only if the next token to the current position in the string exists. Means to say there is a next token in the string tokenizer object to which my current position can point to. If there are no tokens in the string tokenizer object, then it returns false. Right? So true only if there is next token available in the string tokenizer object, otherwise it returns false. The next method is the next token method. So this is a boolean method, means to say it returns true or false with availability if there are tokens or no tokens. Next token is a method which returns the next token available from the given string tokenizer object. So it returns the token available at the next token of the given string object. So as I said, the syntax goes like this. Public, it returns a string, next token, a next token from the given string tokenizer if present. Otherwise, say for example, you try to call the method next token, provided there are no tokens available, then it gives exception, that is no such element exception if no more tokens are left. So the task of has more tokens in simpler terms, it returns boolean value true if there are tokens available in the string tokenizer object. Next token is a method which will extract or returns the next token available in the string tokenizer object. Next method which we are just using in our program is count tokens. It will return the total number of tokens present at, so that we can use our next token method before it gives an exception. So total number of tokens available currently in my string tokenizer object, so that I can use my next token method before it gives an exception. So it returns an integer value, number of tokens. It's not the total number of tokens, rather the number of tokens remaining in the string using the current delimiter set. So as I said, there is a current position being maintained internally in the string tokenizer object. From the current position, what are the remaining tokens left will be returned by the count tokens method. So to brush on, so we have to use one constructor wherein we are using the second constructor because we are breaking the string based on the delimiter, so called as a slash, and then we are using has more tokens method which return true or false if there is tokens available from the current position, again as I said, and also false if no availability. Next token, as I told, it will get the next token available for me from the string tokenizer object, and count tokens will tell you total number of tokens still remaining in the string using the current delimiter set. So with this knowledge, let us now go for the program. The program goes like this. So I'll have to import now again the util package. So as I told you, we'll be importing the class scanner from the util package, and also the string tokenizer class which is also present in the util package. So again we'll design two classes. One is a class customer and the other one is the main class called as PGM2B. So let us now design first the class customer. So as I said in the name, there are two entities, that is one is the name and the other one is the date of birth. So both are now declared here, CNAME and DOB. So an object SOBJ object is created, object of type scanner class. Then the read method. So again, we have two methods as I told in the aim. We need to read and we need to display the contents of the customer details by breaking the date of birth into separate entities, that is date, month as well as the year. So now we can see that the date of birth is read as a string here. So we need to now read both the customer names by invoking the method next of class sobj, and it is read in CNAME, and customer date of birth using again the next method by of sobj and stored in d of p. Next is the display method. So I'll come back to the display method later. Let me first tell you about the main class. So in the main class we have again the main method here, and creating an object of which class here, the customer class, then calling the method read, then system.out.println and print the customer details, and by calling which method, the display method. That's the end of the main and end of the class, main class. So coming back to the display method, void display method, I first need to create a string tokenizer object by passing the string and the delimiter, which is the slash there. So first I need to create an object of which class? A string tokenizer class. The object of the string tokenizer class is st. So what is st? St is now an object of a string tokenizer class which holds the tokens of the given string. So new, use the keyword new, then the class name string tokenizer, then you have DOB, that is what I need to break into tokens is the date of birth. So comma, and the first argument is a string that has to be broken into tokens, and the second argument is what? The delimiter, which will be used to break the string into tokens, and that is the slash here. So what this entire line will do for me is very simple. It will take the string, break that into tokens based on the delimiters, take the string DOB, break that into tokens based on the delimiters, and that will be stored as a string tokenizer object. So by using the string tokenizer object st, I am now supposed to extract the tokens and then display the same. So next I'll just print out the customer name. Then I need to extract the token. So I have three tokens to be extracted as it is, because we have date, month and the year. The three tokens to be extracted. So it is to be repeated. So I'll have to do certain tasks repeatedly. So I'll have to use a while statement. So while, so what is the condition? While st has more tokens. So what does it do? Has more tokens, as told earlier. This will check whether there are tokens available from the current position. So wherein I can call my next token method. So st dot has more tokens. Currently I have still not processed with my string tokenizer object. This returns true for me. Then since it returns true for me, so I am now able to call the next token method of the string tokenizer object st.nextToken. This will give me the next token. So what is the next token here? So currently the current position will be pointing to nothing. So what is that? The next token will now point to or return to me. It will return me the next token available, that is first token, that is dd. That will be stored in val. The date. So system.out.println val. After printing date, I need to check there are tokens available to me. So I use a if statement st.count tokens not equal to 0. So if at all the count tokens does not return a value equal to 0, so it returns any other value apart from 0, so I'll just print system.out.print then comma, because I need to separate the token values with a comma, then a comma, and I'll print a space, and I'll again go back. So again I can see that st has more tokens. Yes, because I have processed only the first token, that is the date. I need to process even month and the year. So I can call the next token method. Yes, so it returns true for me. And then I can call the next token, which will now extract the next token for me, which is month, and then print the month. And also, so as I've extracted the first tokenate, so st has more tokens, will check how many tokens available so that the next token can be called, method can be called. So there are two tokens, that is month as well as YYY, year. So this returns true, henceforth it will again call the next token, which will now, this returns the token value, month value, which will store in val, and again it prints the val. And in order to again continue, that is, I'll have to call the method count tokens, which tell what are the remaining tokens available. Is I have still one more token available, that is year, so it returns 1. 1 is not equal to 0, hence it prints a comma and a space. Goes back with a while statement again. So yes, I have still checks whether there are tokens available. So what are the tokens available to me? Is I have one token available, that is year. It returns true, comes back. The next token will extract the year token, stores it in val, and prints val. Coming back to the if statement, st.count tokens. So it checks whether there are still more tokens available, wherein to which the next token method can be called. So you can feel there are no more tokens available because I have processed dd, date, month, as well as yy, which is year. So I have done with all the tokens. So I don't have any more tokens available in the string tokenizer object in order to process it. So this returns 0. There are no more remaining tokens. So 0 not equal to 0. So that is, the condition becomes false. It will not print comma, comes back to the while loop, and in the while loop we can see st dot has more tokens. What does it do? It will check are there any tokens available, wherein I can call the next token method without an exception. But I feel C shows that returns false because there are no more tokens available because we have already processed dd, and yy. So it returns false to me. So henceforth the while terminates, and hence the display method also terminates. So let us now see the execution of the same program here. So when I execute the program, so asking us to enter the customer name. Let me enter the customer name here. Asking to enter the customer date of birth, which is a string value, and this string value will be taken up by the string tokenizer object, broken down to tokens as date, month, as well as the year. And then displaying the customer details. First I'll display the name, and 8, 3 and the year, which is the date, month and the year, will be processed as a string tokenizer object, and these are the tokens which will be displayed one after the other with the help of the method so called as count tokens, and has more tokens as well as the next token. To brief about, so here we are explaining the program is all about to tell you how exactly the string tokenizer object will work. How do we break the string into tokens by using the string tokenizer constructor, and then extract the tokens by using the methods has more tokens, next token, as well as the count tokens. Thank you.